Hi, I'm Christina.
And I'm Randy. Are you ready for an adventure?
Come see our journey today as we take the Metrolink to LA Union Station.
For a train festival. We're taking the train to see trains.
But steam trains, not just a regular train.
All kinds of trains.
Yep.
We will be headed for the center of downtown Los Angeles. The train festival is being held at Union Station, which has 27 arrival and departure platforms, a Metrolink bus terminal for city buses, a flyaway bus terminal for people going to Los Angeles International Airport, several Metrolink trolley lines, and the Metrolink subway terminal. If you could, please like and subscribe and tell a friend about our channel. We sure would appreciate it. We parked our car at the Chatsworth Metrolink station and took the train into Union Station. We did this to avoid traffic and save money since we were going directly to Union Station anyway.
We're waiting in line for the train festival. And the train festival line starts way down there and ends up way down there. And there's actual Union Station down at that end. Long, long line.
We got in line immediately as soon as we got off of the train, so we actually only had to wait about 40 minutes to see the train cars and the engines. It's our turn now, so back up the ramp we go.
We have that going right into the also vintage Tyogga Pass that has a whole dining table inside. So a lot of cool stuff to see before the 3751, which is amazing, but again, walk at your own pace. We do have stairs, so please be careful as you move about. And also please don't touch anything in the cars. But other than that, welcome to Train Fest 2025 and enjoy!
Thank you!
Before I say anything else, I have to say that when we film, we always seem to meet the nicest people along the way. The first thing that we got to view at the train festival was a restored 1956 Pullman sleeper car. The vintage car showcases the history of passenger rail travel.
It's an antique.
Oh, look, it's a little sleeper car. It's a sleeper for one.
Passageways in the old sleeper car are very narrow.
It's very small. Actually, sleep two in there.
Showing these antique cars, people are able to see an era when luxury and comfort were central to long-distance travel by train.
Pacific Railroad family sleepers. Ma'am, no thank you.
Okay.
They even have like a fan going on.
All right.
And here's my buddy Liam from Sacramento that we met here at the train festival.
Oh, there he is.
Hanging out in the sleeper car.
Where? Oh, number B again, sleeper for family. Very cool.
That would be like this. That's probably more.
Views on both sides. They have a button right down here to call the porter on each side. That's in case they're breaking a window. Says men. There's the men's room. They got the women's room closed. We're connecting.
We're now going into a Tyogga Pass private rail car.
Oh, look at the kitchen. Stainless steel. Tyogga Pass. Oops, somebody's... Wow. There goes that steam engine. Are you serving drinks?
Oh, yes. Don't tell them what's in this cup here. The Tyogga Pass private rail car features a full kitchen, bedrooms, a dining room, and a living room. This car can be chartered through Amtrak for private excursions and business trips.
Fancy first class.
Fancy first class.
Yep,
That's right.
yep. They even get a desk. Oh my goodness. Oh look, it's their own toilet. Oh, they don't have to share a toilet.
Private restroom?
Yeah. Private loo. Wow.
This car was used as a prop in the 2008 movie City of Ember, starring Bill Murray, Martin Landau, and Tim Robbins.
Is it your
Yeah, you can still smell it.
must be fun. Is it fun? Oh yeah, I've been all over the country.
All right, going down.
The Tyogga Pass rail car was built in 1959 at the Canadian National Shops in Pointe Saint Charles, Quebec. It originally served as a business car for rail executives. The car spent much of its life in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, before being sold in 1992. As we said before, we're right in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, right next to City Hall.
The one thing everybody wants to see is the steam train. A real operational steam train.
This is Santa Fe 3751.
This is a free event for this weekend only.
The significance of Santa Fe 3751 is it was the first 484 produced by Baldwin for Santa Fe. It is the oldest surviving 484 in the country. It pulled the first revenue passenger train into Los Angeles May the 7th of 1939. It also pulled the last steam train from San Diego to Los Angeles in 1953. It was actually built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in 1927.
3751.
3751 was built at a cost of $99,712, which in 1927 was a lot of money, and today would be almost $2 million. The locomotive was officially retired from service in 1957 and put on display in San Bernardino, California.
Hey, Roma. Oh, the merch. Oh, I'm down.
You have to pay $20 just to get on the and spend a little bit of time inside of the cab of 3751. Real Santa Fe engine used to run out of Los Angeles. Back to its Los Angeles roots.
In 1986, it was moved off of the display to a steel mill where it was restored at a cost of $1.50 million. Restoration was completed in 1991.
Not that it's warm.
Okay, hold on 1 second, buddy.
So, these guys who did this every day, though, it was just like going to work and firing up your computer or checking Facebook. It was as simple to these guys as it is for what we do for our modern conveniences. So, great relationship for the guys that worked in here. Fireman sat over here, engineer sat right here. So this guy's making the steam, controlling the fire, boiling the water, and then this guy over here is using the steam. He's got the more glamorous job because not only does he get to wave to the pretty girls and blow the whistle and control how fast we go, but he gets the right side of the cab, which we actually prefer. This guy over here, the fireman, which is what I am, I'm in charge of, again, boiling the water. So the way I do that, this is my firing rod here. This controls how much oil from the tender behind you comes into the firebox. Tender behind you carries 7,000 gallons of reclaimed motor oil, so we like to say we're environmentally efficient. So I have a burner in the floor of the firebox here. Burner sticks up, it's pointing actually at you guys right now. There's a wall of brick here, so the flame will hit that brick, roll over on top of itself, and as it does that, it'll travel through nearly 300 tubes that are in the boiler. Around those tubes is the water. That's the heat that travels through the tubes, boils the water around it, makes the steam. Steam rises into the little dome you see on top of the engine. That's our steam dome. And then the engineer over here, when he's ready to use it, pulls the throttle out. That'll let the steam release, go down into the cylinders, push the piston, connect it to the rods. That's what turns the wheels. And
How long does it take to come up to steam?
from a cold start,
Yeah.
Well,
No.
you normally don't have a cold start. You normally keep it running at some point in a low temperature.
in a low temperature setting, yes. And so there's two different ways to answer that. So back in the day when the engine was in service, this thing was almost always hot. It always had a fire in it. It always had water in it, and it always had steam in it. It's like, I'm trying to think, like the Amtrak trains you see. When they do long distance trips from LA to Chicago, those engines are almost always running on their way to Chicago. And they'll just switch crews at Albuquerque, La Junta, Colorado, Kansas City, but the engines are still running. These things did the same thing back in the day. This engine ran between Kansas City and Los Angeles, and it would roll into Albuquerque. That crew would get off, new crew would get on, make sure you got water, take fuel, keep going. Now today, this is about one of 3 days that we will probably have this engine fired up this whole year, because it is really hard to get this engine out these days, and it's really special to get it out. You can imagine that for something this big, this vintage, insurance is not easy. The costs for operating are not easy.
This is much more fun.
This is a lot more fun, but I wish I paid. But I took a week's vacation to do this. And all the guys you see down there wearing overalls, we all do the same thing. This is just what we love to do, and we got to keep this thing going. As I was telling the previous group, you see these steam engines in history books, or you see them kind of hokey in movies, westerns and stuff, and you're like, okay, is that real? Well, it is real. You guys are standing in the real deal. These things used to be as common as semi-trucks on the freeway, and now they're as rare as can be. We're actually storing this in the Amtrak locomotive facility down there on the LA River. So anytime you take Metrolink or Amtrak to, say, Fullerton, and you're going down the river and you're going to make a big turn to actually start going east, look down and you'll see this thing in the Amtrak yard. So that's where we store it, and that's where we maintain it. You would ask how long it takes to fire up from a cold start, about 10 to 12 hours, because as this boiler expands with the heat, it'll actually grow. The metal will expand 1 to 3 inches. And you can't physically see that, and you can't measure it because of all the stuff that covers it, but that's industry practice. As this thing expands, it's going to grow. Yep. So I talked a little bit about the fireman over here, and I want to make sure I explain what's going on over here for the engineer. He's got a lot of stuff going on, and I think I mentioned the throttle here, so the faster you want to go, the more you're going to pull that out. We like to tell a lot of kids that come up here, have you seen the Polar Express movie? They go, oh my God, yes I have.
Yeah.
Do you remember the scene where the pin was bouncing around?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we tell them, this is the pin from the Polar Express. These are cotter pins. I've been bent over, and I don't have long hair to take one out and do what they did.
Oh.
I'm working on that. By that is this one only controls the brakes on the locomotive and the tender. It's called the independent brake because the engine independently has its own brake system. So when the engine's just moving through the yard by itself, this little guy controls the brakes. This one here, this is called our automatic train brake. So other than that, we have a couple modern appliances. We have our radio here. This allows us to talk to the dispatcher. This one down here is positive train control. This came out of the, I believe, 2011 Chatsworth crash where a freight train went head-on with a Metrolink train.
Yep.
So every locomotive that's going to be on the point of any train in the nation has to have this, including a steam engine built in 1927. If I go up here and I do this speed recorder is so old school, it records on paper still. It's like a little line. It looks like when there's an earthquake
Like a
on the
ticker
Richter
tape
scale.
type.
Yeah, and every line is a different speed. So we take this out and we have the recording still. Here, the highest one, it's a little hard to read again, dynamo. So if I open that one, steam's going to go to a little steam turbine. That's going to spin that turbine. It's going to create electricity, and it's a generator. So all of these gauge clusters have light bulbs in them. These water glasses have lights in them, so I can see them at night. The headlight, the glass lights, any light on this is basically powered by steam. Just the coolest thing, and it all works.
Is it actually up to steam right now? Is that?
It is. We have just under 200 pounds of steam pressure. So physically behind this wall right here is 200 pounds of steam pressure. We've kind of learned that if you don't give people a heads up, they don't like it as much.
Scares the hell out of them?
Yeah. Gives parents a chance to cover their ears and stuff.
Everybody was
That's usually the general consensus.
Now you got applause.
Yeah. Now every kid that comes up will go, I heard it blow, I get to blow it now, right? Well, I got to keep pressure in this thing, because like I said, if every kid comes up and I say, hey,
Yeah,
don't blow
yeah.
a lot, then I run out of steam, then I'm in trouble. You want to ring the bell?
Oh, I'd love to.
So remember, pull it down and let it go back forward as you do it. That's awesome.
All right. I don't know.
Well, it's an act, not that.
Normally I go backwards, but I was
SBRX 3463 is the original 3751 baggage express car.
Nice diesel engine.
BNSF has 10 locomotives painted with special 25th anniversary paint jobs. BNSF, or Burlington Northern Santa Fe Corporation, is owned by Berkshire Hathaway since 2010, and Berkshire Hathaway is owned by Warren Buffett.
Got it all polished up. Wouldn't look like that if it was just driving up and down the road.
Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway Corporation bought BNSF in 2010 for a cost of $44 billion, which was Buffett's largest purchase at that time. BNSF Railway directly owns and operates track in 28 U.S. states.
And we are at Union Station, and we're actually on platform 14. It's a big place. I don't think I've ever realized how big this place is until you start walking around it.
When we finally checked into the Union Station Festival at the front of Union Station, we found out we should be getting a stamp at each one of the places we visit so we could get a free pin and posters. Because we came in from the rail side, we didn't know. We also found that there was a giant map to tell us where things were located. And the next thing that we wanted to see was the model train layouts.
These are all the model railroads, lots of them. Model railroad clubs have brought all their trains here.
There were model train clubs and layouts from all different sizes. N gauge, S gauge, Z gauge, and even Legos.
Pretty delicate stuff just to get it on there. How cool is that? Good job.
That is so cool.
This is an N gauge layout. This is an S-gauge layout.
$37.51. Old ticket counters.
Old ticket counters. Oh my gosh. You know what it reminds me of? Green God's Bank.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't it?
Green God's Bank.
Green God's Bank.
But the very smallest that you can get is a Z gauge, and that's really small, and it's a third smaller than an N gauge.
1939. No wonder the place looks old.
So we went out in the front so you could actually see what Union Station looks like from the outside. Union Station is the main railroad station in Los Angeles, California, and the largest passenger rail terminal in the western United States. It opened in 1939 at a cost of $11 million at that time.
Union Station is buzzing today, boy.
It was a great day except for trying to get home on the train. No one at Metrolink or Amtrak or Union Station could tell us where to catch our train or what track it would be on. We ended up getting our information from other passengers. No wonder no one wants to ride the train. And I just had to show the train engine window on the train that we took home.
Duct tape fixes everything, even train engines. If you enjoyed our vlog, please subscribe
And ring that notification bell.
and give us a like. It lets us know you care.
We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
What an adventure.